All right, so someone from Facebook basically asked me what I thought about probiotics, amino acids, and endocannabinoids. So that's a very interesting question. So let's start with the probiotics. Probiotics are awesome. I've only found a few brands that work really good. Most of them just don't even worry about it. There's like hundreds on the market. They're just mostly junk. There's a few I haven't experimented with that might be potentially really good quality that have a lot of trace elements in it. But I haven't experimented with those, so I can't give you feedback. Immune Probio, Health Force makes a great one. Um, Health Aid makes the Immune Probio, and Dr. Marshall and Dr. O'Hara, I think. It's this green box, about $40, 40 to 50, $55, not cheap. My favorite is the Immune Probio. Now you also want to be eating a diet that promotes an environment in the gut that's going to make these bacteria properly grow and not just become junk bacteria, So you want to have good food combining, lots of fiber, lots of fruits and vegetables and things like that. I've been blending a lot lately, and a great little combo that, if you're not too sugar sensitive, which actually I am, but it doesn't bother me, is 2 oranges with a little bit of peel. I use the Ninja, and I also put kale and spinach in there. Great combo. Make it so that you don't taste the kale and spinach, so don't put so much, but you could put a lot in there and you still don't taste it. So that's a great little formula for you. As far as amino acids, they're really good for really broken down constitutions, okay? Amino acids work great for people that have really ruined digestion and problems in assimilation and digestion. I don't recommend it for most people. If they eat or take standard processed products that a lot of them have, like organ tissues and stuff like that. That will help them. And taking some betaine hydrochloride for the stomach acid, and what's that other thing? Probiotics. Dr. Marshall makes great probiotics and betaine hydrochloride. That will get you going in the right direction. And you can muscle test them, find out which foods you're allergic to, and just cut those out. Just a shortcut to that is all types of dairy. Eggs are a problem for most people. There's different types of eggs, of course. There isn't just one type of egg. We have a lot of one type of egg in the market, but there's other types of eggs. There's duck egg, quail egg, and this kind of thing. I just stay away from old eggs. I don't like it, and it's a number 2 allergen in the world. You got some tree nuts and things like that. I don't have a problem with that, but you might. But if you don't, you can use those for protein or vegetarian protein. Make nut milks and things like that. Again, I've been experimenting with that with the Ninja. I love it. I think it's great. You soak it and you make some. But be careful. Those are some allergy foods. Soy is a big allergy food. And, of course, grains. So, basically, what does that leave? Meats and of all sorts of different types, especially organ meats work the best. The liver and the kidneys and things like that, if you're not grossed out by that kind of thing. And fruits and vegetables. Ideally more fruits and vegetables. A lot more fruits and vegetables, and actually a lot more vegetables. If your metabolism is stronger and you have a certain type of metabolism, you can go with more of a high carb, high sugar, raw food type of a thing. If you don't, you got to go with more cooked vegetables and juiced vegetables and kind of chewing the vegetables and eating more of that kind of stuff. And endocannabinoids. So a lot of people come down on smoking weed, and I don't think it's as safe as people say it is, or even taking weed in. It's as safe or dangerous as a lot of people think it is. First of all, you don't have to smoke weed. You can vaporize it or you can eat it. That's fine. And it does help with some conditions, especially the high CBD content, products, or just to have extracts that are really high CBD. I think it was called hemp meds. They have these extracts that are actually, you don't even need a prescription because there's no THC in there. It's just all CBD. So that's great. For the cannabis products, some type of people get actually an aggravation. And those are the people that have what's known as in homeopathy as a psychotic miasm. And it's basically some kind of an infection that's chronic, that's long-term in the system, that basically reacts with the cannabinoids and other substances, not just cannabinoids, but that get irritated and get activated and will cause more of an aggravation in the system. So it's not a yes or no answer. It depends how you use it. If you're eating it, you're vaporizing it, that's safe. It's organic, it's not sprayed, that's safe. And if you don't have that kind of background that's going to irritate you, then it's a great product. It's just like any other herb. But if it's an irritant and you're not properly dealing with that kind of constitutional issue, then you have a problem, and I wouldn't recommend the endocannabinoids or marijuana or whatever. Some extracts like a CBD I find to be safer and not so irritating, but in some people you got to just be careful. If that's you that needs it, just know that it's not for everyone. There's actually cases, a case that just came out, or a report that came out about cardiac incidents is related to cannabis, and that happens because it irritates the system to a certain degree, and this kind of infection gets aggravated and starts creating inflammatory substances and chaos in the system. So any other questions, please write back, and I'll post it up on YouTube and send you the link. I'm going to do that with this one. Thank you for the question, by the way. Have a great